Hey everybody. So, this is my new opening music. One of my students wrote this for me because I've been having licensing issues, so I'm just gonna get my coffee ready. Hi everyone, thank you. I love them too. Maybe I like my nails. All right. Just letting more people come on in. We have Gary Lumpkin today here with me. Hi, Michelle. So excited. Hi, Sage. And I'm doing my corny dance because I'm in a good mood today. I'm so happy to see all of you here. Hi, Lexi. All right, so I don't even want to waste any time. I want to bring Gary on. I have to, let me bring Gary on first. Let me see how I do this. There he is. Hold on. Oh, wait, I got to do these. Guys, I'm getting so tech savvy now. It's kind of incredible. Look at this. All right, Gary, where is he?
Hey.
Hi!
Hi, Donna.
Look what I have for you today.
I'm obsessed.
I'm gonna do an almond. It's not really a latte because I can't like do all that fancy stuff, but I'm gonna do like almond milk in my coffee. We're gonna
Ooh,
see how it tastes today,
yeah,
right? That's for you because I know you're vegan,
I am. I was
and
already.
I try all the time, and then I just fail. And I even brought as my snack like. Can we do this straight out of the jar? Little almond butter moment. I
uh,
mean, why not? How
boy.
are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having
I'm
me.
great. So Gary is in Pennsylvania, and the
Got my
yes.
on.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
I've got some iced coffee with cinnamon oat milk, the brand Nut
Now,
Pods.
oat milk, is that a good thing? Like, is this is it better than almond milk? Is it better for you, or are they both okay? Like, it just depends on your preference, or
I think oat milk is technically better for the environment.
this is
And
important to know. People don't know these things.
yeah,
Okay.
I think it's the best in coffee because it has that like oaty flavor that I like. It's very like autumnal, some may say.
Hmm. And
Um,
guys, if you're going to your Dunkin' Donuts drive-through, they do have oat milk now.
Yes, and it's so good. They use the brand Planet Oat, which I love.
Okay. Okay.
Bombs. That's a good step. Starbucks, I think, is getting it too,
Are
but
they?
yeah,
Well, you
they'll
got to keep up. I'm
behind.
just gonna like show everyone my background today.
Oh,
Hey.
the day
Uh
there.
yeah. The playbook. Hairspray's covered. Sorry, hairspray. Hi, Carolina. So okay, so those of you who don't know Gary, you should. And I'm gonna introduce him properly now. So Gary and I met over a year ago now, technically.
Real.
Doing next, isn't that crazy?
Uh,
Um, doing Next to Normal at Bristol Riverside Theater in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Um, Arguably like the best show ever written, possibly. I don't know. I mean, there's tons of them, but it's up there, right? I mean,
yeah.
it's pretty fantastic. For those of you that everyone needs a little Gary in their life. Is that Colton? Hi, Colton. How are you? Everybody needs Gary's like, you're amazing. Everything that you've been doing this year is amazing. Besides being an incredible singer, and I'm hoping to get you to sing something. And you're funny. Really funny, talented, kind, vegan, Hufflepuff, we think. We always do the Harry Potter stuff on here. Or are you Slytherin?
I don't know. Jury's out. You guys argue about that a lot in group
I
chat.
know. You know why we all want you to be on our team. But but no, you have done a lot this year. I mean, first of all, you're an essential worker. You've been working throughout the pandemic. never like
Same.
stopped, right? It's kind of crazy, isn't it, to
It
have
is.
done that?
It all
You've
just
had a different perspective than a lot of us, right?
Yeah, it's been so much more than I anticipated because I work at an organic grocery store near my house. It's called
Mm-hmm.
family owned, um, small business, and I was just working there because like I love the products, I love the store. During Next to Normal, I would work there like once a week, just like
Mm-hmm.
to keep my job there, and then was paying like just to pay for trains and stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was like 45-hour weeks I was working there because they needed people, and we were not prepared for a pandemic to
No.
strike. So it's just been crazy. I mean, things are obviously calmer now when it comes to grocery stores because people aren't like trying to buy everything in existence like they were before. God,
The hoard shopping, right? The panic. I remember that.
God, it was
It
crazy.
was crazy. It really was. I got caught up in I was in Canada. I was on tour, so
Uh,
I wasn't hoard shopping, but I was calling home saying, "Buy this, buy that," and I was told you're crazy. Stop. And they might have been right a little bit. I mean, I am a little crazy. I played crazy with you,
yeah, but not the best ways.
Henry. Wait, everybody needs to understand where latte and a prayer comes from. Besides the fact that I love coffee, I drink it all day long and espresso. And I also like to talk about prayer and what that means for people because we often say like, "Oh, I pray that way." And it's like, what does that really mean? So I love to talk about prayer, faith, spirituality, atheism, all that stuff is very interesting to me. This is a line from Next to Normal
It
in the
is.
opening song, which I did not play. It was the plan, but I keep getting all these copyright, we're taking your video down things happening, so I can't play it. Oh, yeah. Last week, Say a Little Prayer for You. They would not let me post the episode on YouTube until I took that song out, Like a Prayer Madonna, the week before. So, oh well. So, living on a latte and a
Correct.
prayer. And you were singing backstage on that, right? Were you
Yeah.
off stage vocals?
Because
Okay. Ooh.
I was like a Next Normal super fan in like the sixth grade, and I got a that said "Living on a Latte and a Prayer."
No, you didn't.
I did. I'm sure it's somewhere in my attic.
You had a mug that said that here today,
It was foreshadowing.
but well, it feels like I've been living on a latte and a prayer all year, to be
That's
honest. I
all.
mean, I don't even look like myself anymore, but it's fine. Well, I mean, I guess I do. I have not had my hair cut, colored, nothing. I've been living in Maine, for those of
Yeah,
you that don't know. Yeah,
the whole transition was wild that you were on tour during all of this. Like,
everything was wild. Everything. Next to Normal ends. I'm on vacation with my family. I get a call the day after Christmas. Do you want to go on tour at Cats? I'm like, no, I have a 4-year-old. I can't do that. It's only 6 months. No, it was like the day after Christmas. I was like, I don't think I can do that.
remember,
Then the 31st of December, please, maybe, fine. I want this and that. And the offer worked out. And you know what? And then I was super psyched. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this for 6 months and like, we'll figure it out. Um, and like 2 months, it just was it was a whirlwind. It was a whirlwind for everyone, but I was in another country when everything shut down. So came over. I was wearing masks end of January though, because I'm a crazy person. I'm a little nutty. So
well,
I tell
clearly
this.
being smart, but we
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. I was wearing the N95s and I started driving the tour because I just was like, I don't think I want to get on a plane right now. I just had a feeling. Then, of course, I had a feeling that like the whole world was shutting down and the banks were going to shut down and that there was going to be some weird like government martial law takeover. Didn't happen, thankfully. But that was just like that's what happens sometimes when we feel panicked, right? You
yeah,
know. So honestly, though, being up in Maine has been it's been really nice. It's a swing state, and to meet different kinds of people and I'm pretty remote. I'm in rural Maine, so going to farms and getting stuff from your local farms has been
oh,
really exciting. Yeah, that is something I'm like, I mean, I miss Philadelphia and New York, Philadelphia where I met you, and New York and on the East Coast and um, all my friends in those cities. But it's definitely been eye-opening, uh, being around farmers. I don't know if now I know some farmers. It's kind of interesting.
Real Housewives.
Oh, well, the Real Housewives of Maine, we're going to have a Real Housewives of Maine episode. If you guys go to TikTok, that's where my Real Housewives of Maine is now. And there are some real things going on up here. But I'm going to be in New Jersey in December visiting, and then probably coming home sometime next year. But this has been an amazing year. I'm writing about it. But enough about me. Gary, I want to know this, guys, you need to understand that Gary did something on Instagram. Starting in like late May, early June, or was it every week or every day? It was every week. You were raising money, okay, for a different charity. And you match it. Tell us how you were doing this, because it just shows that like one person can make a difference. One person can make changes in the world. So tell everyone about what you did, please.
Yeah, so it was right at the beginning of like all the Black Lives Matter stuff going on. And especially in the pandemic, I think so many people wanted to help like so badly, but just did not know what to do. And they how, and like, especially with donating and stuff, like you want to give your money to these amazing organizations that have more power than you do in the moment. Right. And I felt like even for me, if I was at work and saw an organization I wanted to donate for, I'd be like, oh, I have to remember to do that later, because it feels like some like big commitment, like going online, putting in your info on like PayPal or something. And Venmo has become like so easy for my generation. Like that's how we pay for literally everything. Like life without Venmo. So I just like put something like, hey guys, Venmo me when we can all donate together. So like if you can only afford $1, you're probably not going to go and set up a PayPal account to donate $1 to an organization.
Right.
But if you're just Venmoing $1 to make a larger sum, then you feel like you're like at least putting in what you can. So it just started as that, and then someone reached out to me about their company being able to match my donations. So I started it turning into something a lot bigger, because when you find out that your $10 can become $20, you're more likely to give your $10. So
I love it.
It was a lot of teamwork, like a lot of work with people in different, and just like I have so many people like you and other people in my life who are so empathetic and want to help so bad. So everyone was sending in those Venmos, and it was adding up like insane amounts.
It's awesome.
I don't know how much ended up being over the total, but I think it ended up being over $30,000 total.
That's unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Guys, Gary Lumpkin, amazing. So how have you kept yourself creative during all this? That's always the question for all the artists out there. I mean,
in the beginning, I think we were all clinging on to the idea that we were coming back in like 2 weeks. So,
not me. I moved to Maine.
You know.
Well, I also it also became like, I can't afford where I live right now without a job. And it was much more affordable to be in a rural area. But anyway, go on. So I sending video auditions and stuff like that sure.
Up happening, obviously. But as it's gone on, I had the pleasure of working on my friend from college, Connie. He wrote a musical called Endsville. It's actually right now. If anyone wants to go watch it, go to
Endsville. How do I just put it? I'll put it right in the chat. Endsville.
Okay. Yeah, Endsville. E-N-D.
Like E-N-D-S, like Endsville. Yeah. Awesome.
E-I-L-L-E.
Okay.
And his Instagram, Connie Crappy, but you'll be able to find it if you type in Endsville on Instagram. So that's streaming now.
Okay.
We've been rehearsing for that over since I think March.
What is it about? Can you tell us a little bit about what this musical's about?
It's about, I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to take
Okay, don't spoil anything, but it's anything
it's basically
music
about the afterlife, and
I love that.
Different eras, and I think you would really, really like it.
Well, you saw I went afterlife, and hello.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. Wow.
Connie is so smart as a writer. I was in an a cappella group in college for a little, and always making arrangements and all that stuff. And so he's been writing Endsville for a while. So because of quarantine, we were able to all kind of hop on Zooms together and rehearse.
You're right. The silver lining, right? Of we have time to maybe develop something and do that. Oh, I love it.
So that's been really awesome. Anytime that I am working on his stuff, I'm just in awe at his like genius. I can't write like that at
No,
all.
I can't either. I can't write music. I mean, I shouldn't say I can't, but I don't. I out of respect for my writer friends, I'm like, they really know what they're doing.
Yeah. Uh,
Music wise, yeah, yeah.
uh, Besides that, I've been doing piano lessons on playground sessions, so that's fun. Yeah, just kind of like staying as up on everything as I can, like staying, stretching, and warming up and all of that
Yes.
stuff. Um, and not allowing myself to like just forget about like how much I love all of that stuff. My friend Colton, who you know, obviously, we will like FaceTime and watch a musical together or something like
I
that, and that
love that.
feels like freshman year of college, like all of that excitement.
You know, now you want me to, now you've just inspired me. Like, now I want to host like Broadway Unlimited musical watch parties. How much fun would that be? Because I have so many students, they're all predominantly 18 and under at Broadway Unlimited. And they don't know some musicals. And like, if I hosted some like watch parties, how fun would
Yeah.
that be? Right?
Well, seen Every Little Step, the Chorus Line documentary.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's
It's amazing.
and we used to watch it all the time in college.
I used
And
to watch Blonde Ambition. Have you heard of it?
no, what is that?
Madonna. Oh, Truth or Dare, Blonde Ambition, Madonna, Truth or Dare. Madonna, okay, I'm so old. Madonna had a documentary called I'm so old right now. She did it. You would have loved it. We would have been watching it together every day. It was called Madonna Truth or Dare. Okay. Yeah, you love it. Yay. Can you help me organize watch parties? Because I'm not good at one of my students. Okay, so Madonna, do you know who Madonna is at least?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. Listen. She was very important, especially back in the AIDS crisis. She was like a champion for, yeah. So, okay, and she's fierce. So she came out with a documentary called Truth or Dare, which was about her dancers that were on tour with her, and she was, of course, in it a lot. But we used to watch it over and over. Anyway, I'm sorry. The whole idea of you watching Every Little Step, I feel like it's like the new Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
From
Like
her.
inspiring documentary, especially now. Like I was honestly nervous to watch it because I was like, I'm gonna feel too many things. Like I miss theater too much right now.
I
Um,
know.
it was
Oh my
like,
gosh, Gary, you have just all of these people watch parties, watch parties. I'm gonna start doing watch parties. That's so exciting.
yeah,
Yes.
me like reminded about why I love it, and like especially like when you watch the ones with live audiences, like Hamilton, obviously, but then there's like Newsies and all different.
I think the Into the Woods has one with a live audience. That's great. There's a bunch. They're out there. I think you can stream Allegiance, which I would love for people to watch. I think that
Yeah,
yeah, Allegiance. I mean, like, there's ways you can like purchase to stream them, which is great. I know The Prom is actually coming out on Netflix.
yeah,
That's not a live audience. It's an actual movie
yeah,
musical, right?
yeah.
But Diana, they didn't do it in front of a live audience, but it is done on the stage, and that's also coming to Netflix. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. Danny, who played Dan next to normal, Danny Vaccaro, I had talked to him a little bit about how, like, I don't know though, because live theater and like, is it bad that, like, I mean, in a way, there's an interest because of Hamilton. Thank goodness people are like, oh, I want to go see that live. And Danny said that when baseball, and I love baseball, when it was only on the radio, and then they were like, we're going to start televising it, so many people were like, that's it. No one's ever going to come to the games again. But the opposite happened. And everybody would watch baseball on TV and then say, I want to go see that show. So
Yeah.
maybe, just maybe, it's not going to be so bad that,
Yeah.
there have been people watching just videos. I don't think they're going to say, well, I only want to watch live theater at home now. I think it's going to renew interest. I hope. Let me ask you guys, what do you think? Anybody has any thoughts on this? Trying to like watching Passion by Stephen Sondheim watch party for one. There's Julia. Hi, Julia.
Julia.
At some point, everyone's going to have to meet Julia. Nothing can replace live theater, says Kim. I agree. I mean, nothing can. I think there's going to be such a, just this, like, I think people are going to rush when they know it's safe to go see live theater. I really, really believe that with all my heart. And I also think it's wonderful that people have been able to connect, like your friends, Zooming and writing a musical, where they
Yeah.
may not have had the time to do that if everything
Yeah.
had been opened up, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really interesting to see the creative things coming out of this, like the
And
Real Housewives of Maine.
yes, it ignites like the passion for it because you really taken away so easily. So like when it comes back, you will not catch any of us taking it for granted.
Well, that's the thing. It's that gratitude, right? It's sort of like, and we'll start talking about prayer in just a second, but like the whole idea of prayer, it's like for me, it's like I had started a gratitude journal a couple of years ago, and I don't always write in it, but I would start my day writing like I am grateful for, and I would just write things. Even if it was a day where I was like, I'm grateful for, like if I was feeling awful, I'd just be like, I can have food today. I can, like, sometimes it was that bare minimum because I was not in the most grateful feeling place, but I would do that. Now it's just like I can just list like everything. And so there's a beauty in that, in a way, of having things sort of stripped away, that you suddenly have this, I don't know, for me, like that's where, like, is it prayer? Well, I don't know. But for me, it's just like, I am grateful. I'm grateful for everything I have, and it doesn't mean that we don't have to try to always fight to like make the world better. It's not about sitting back and being like, I'm grateful and that's it. But right, not complacent. Thank you. Or apathy is the worst, right? But not complacent, which is like a step before apathy, in my opinion. So I just think that being grateful is, oh God, you nailed it on the head. That's true. Like I've never, even like, it's been hard, but I realized like I've been so grateful because I, for the first time in my life, had not have to choose between like, okay, like I have to take a job on tour and be away from my 4-year-old and not tuck him in every night. Now it's like, I might be afraid of like money, but at the same time, or like where's my next job going to be? But I get to see him every day at night, tuck him into bed. That's a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm grateful for that.
And you're an amazing mom.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Exactly. It's a time to realize all we have and to be grateful for that. The Fritz is here. Paul Niles, beautiful artist. Check him out. Artist Paul Niles. His sketches are incredible. I miss live theater so much. Can't wait to go back. Can't wait to get back to New York City. Yeah, I can't wait to get back to New York City and Philadelphia. You're a Philadelphia. Well, I mean, for now, who knows? I've seen you in New York too. I saw you at where was that? We were at the Pearl Studios.
Yes.
I know. So you're like New York and Philly, right?
Yeah.
And the Philadelphia theater scene has a lot of great stuff going on too. So those of you out there that don't know a lot about it, if you're in New Jersey, like go the other direction too and check out some of the theater going on there as well, especially when things open up. Do you feel like singing something, or are you just like, absolutely not, just want to chat? I don't want to put you on the spot. Do you want to be funny? No.
No, what do you think?
I don't know. You're so Gary's voice is so beautiful. And I used to have this moment where he would sing Perfect for You from Next Normal, and I was off stage and I'd be waiting to make an entrance. And I would just look I would look across at, I would look at Liam, who played Gabe, and I would just be like, oh my God, oh my God. Like every time he sang that, I was just like, I would be perfect for you. Oh, so good. But anyway, I love your voice. I don't want to put, should he sing? Sing something, just a little something, like anything.
Okay.
Or you can or sing, Gary used to make me laugh because he would do this thing where he would sing as, I'm not trying to insult anyone, but he would sing, yes. He would sing as like, auditioning for like, sort of like a, Next to Normal in Bristol was one of my favorite memories last year.
Aww.
Lexi, what should Gary sing?
Just being fun.
Lexi. Yes, Kim, you saw next. Oh, that's right. Kim came all the way to Bristol to see the show from Colorado. Says Lexi. But Gary, why don't you, while Lexi thinks, talk to us about prayer for you, or how you feel like, I don't know, when what is your experience with the concept of prayer, the concept of like a higher power? What is that for you?
So I went to Catholic school my whole life. And I've always had like a connection. I don't know, it's always had a lot of times where I'm really confused about all of that stuff and just don't really like know what to think. But there was like 2 months ago, I guess, about um, I was like so just overwhelmed with everything happening. And I like, it's just hard right now, obviously. And like when your personal life gets hard for us, like we want to perform and we don't have that
It's
outlet.
our escape, and we don't have it. It's also our work, but
Yeah.
it's the outlet, like you said. Yeah.
So I just felt really overwhelmed. And I went to a park that's like, I have a lot of really beautiful parks in my house, which I'm like so
You're in
great.
Bucks County, right?
Yeah.
Ladies
Um,
and gentlemen, it is rumored that Gary cast the deciding vote to flip Bucks County, Pennsylvania. I'm just saying.
anyway.
Anyway, moving on.
And so I was at a park and it was so beautiful and I just decided to meditate, which I like never have done before.
How can you do that? What did you do? I don't even know what meditation is.
So
Like, I mean, I know what it is, but I can't, like, I can't.
I know. So I Googled guided meditation because I definitely can't just like sit there and like just breathe or something. Like I can't.
Right, right,
No.
right.
Oh, I put on like a guided meditation. It was like 10 minutes, I think. And I did it and I felt so much better and just like connected, I guess, to the world and just like a lot more at peace with everything. And it's really just about breath, which is so important, obviously. Um, I always feel like oh, when you're in a stressful situation and people are like, oh, just breathe. And you're like, I am. But like when you activate your breath in the morning or with a meditation or something and you like set an intention to it, if that makes sense,
hmm
throughout the day, you can kind of like return to the breath, if that makes sense. So
It does.
yeah,
I will try again.
yeah, you should try it.
Okay. I will try and report back.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. I promise I will. You need that sometimes. It's so hard. We're so inundated with information and
Yeah.
social media, and it's overwhelming
There's
sometimes.
like a billion things to be stressed about.
Yeah, you got to just shut off sometimes, right?
Yeah, you just have to take on what you can take on.
So guided, like a guided meditation, great
Yeah.
way. All right, Lexi says you have to sing something from Next to Normal.
Oh God.
Oh God!
Oh my duets. I'll sing. Should I?
Go ahead and sing "I Miss the Mountains." I dare you. No, I'm kidding. It only makes sense. You can just sing a little bit of like, I don't know,
I'll
perfect for you.
maybe I'll sing a little bit of light.
Oh, that's perfect. Duh. Because that is like a prayer at the end of
Yeah.
the show. Like three
Okay.
deep breaths. Okay.
Not warmed up, but I'll just go from the beginning.
Okay.
Sing what I remember.
Maybe I'll join you at one point.
Yes.
I don't know.
You have to join.
Hi, Megan. I love you too. Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead, Gary.
It's for you, Lexi. This is your pick. We need some light. First of all, we need some light. You can sit here in the dark and all alone. It's a sorry sight. It's just you and me. We'll live, you'll see. I forget what comes next. What comes next?
Oh, I don't know that my daughter sings something. But I'm all day after day. I wish my part, I'm too high. Wait, day after day, wishing all our cares away, trying to find the things we feel, but some hurts never heal. Some ghosts are never gone, but we move on or go on. We still go on. It goes on, and you find some way to survive.
Yeah.
Ah, that song is so perfect.
It's such a perfect song.
George, I don't know why I even sang. I'm like, oh, oh my gosh. Oh, that was so beautiful. Thank you for having a coffee with me today. I'm very, very, very honored that you. I mean, the minute I started, I was like, Gary, you have to come. My third guest, everyone. Are you raising money for anything right now that we should know about, or are you taking a little breath? I mean, there's been a lot going on this week, quite a week. we've
Um,
been, you know,
yeah, I'm trying to raise money for the Loveland Foundation, which helps provide money and services for specifically for Black females in America. So, like money for therapy and all of that stuff for just the things they have to endure in America.
mhm.
Especially now with the election, even though it's a victory, it's still hard to realize that many people that they feel, people that aren't putting their rights to the forefront. So I'm trying to find someone to match that. I've reached out to a couple people, so I'm just kind of like waiting to see what happens with that.
Great. And you'll post about it on your Instagram. You guys can follow Gary at Gary Lumpkin, right?
Yes,
Just your
yeah,
name, like mine. Yes. Follow Gary and see what he's doing. You have great photos up too. I love your new pictures. They're gorgeous, and fun and, you know, very Ellen Cumming. I'm like, now you need to be the MC in Cabaret. Hello. Why are you not playing that? You're a
yeah.
little young. You're a little young, but why can't he be young? So yeah. So I adore you and I'm so proud of you. I don't know how else to say it and all you've done because it gives me hope for the future. Uh, to know that I'm not like I could be your mother, but let's not really talk about that. But no, but really, I really feel that you know, you've done such great stuff this year, and I'm proud of you. And next week we're going to be talking about health. Our guest is not a musical theater performer, but my college roommate, who actually has my college roommate is my guest. I hope you guys want to meet her. But we went to Barnard College together in New York City, and she has been doing amazing things. Trying to help. It's really great for moms and dads and parents to come check out health and how gut health is super duper important. We are going to talk about poop a little bit, and I'm not kidding. So enjoy. No, but she's also doing some amazing things, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about health and healthcare for women, especially expecting women and special needs children. So that is going to be our topic next week. So I really, really, really hope that you guys would be interested in joining for that. And I also may have a special guest come on and sing at the end, one of my students. So come check it out. All right. And Gary, thank you again
Thank
for being
you.
here. Bye,
Um,
everybody. This theme music now that I don't know,
yeah,
my student made this for me. It's like it's very like I'm like, oh, it's over. Okay, goodbye, everyone.
bye.
Week, everybody. Have a great week. Thanks for coming.
You're the best.